Okay guys, hey, we're getting ready to do our interview. It's gonna be amazing. You guys are gonna be blown away. This guy's unbelievable. He's young, he's energetic, he's excited, he's fired up. You guys are in for a treat. It's gonna be amazing, you guys. Let's go. Well, hey guys, great day to all of you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Amazing interview that we're about to do right now with the awesome Dylan Sanglay, right? Yes, I said that right? Okay, great. Man, he is an awesome individual, you guys. You guys are in for a treat. He's got a phenomenal story, and we're getting ready to share that with you. So let's get started, guys. I actually got introduced to him about a year ago, and didn't really quite get the chance to meet with him last summer. And we're here today. You're gonna hear his story. It's gonna be amazing. And he's going to bring value to you. So we hope that you're ready. We hope that, you know, if you have a notebook and a pen and take some notes, watch this video over and over again, right? Because there's going to be some key nuggets right here, you guys, that he's going to give you as far as his story and what he did and how he did it in order for him to become the success that he is right now, and really on his way to even greater success, right? Because he's just getting started. So we're excited for that. Dylan, hey buddy. Nice to finally have you here interviewing the show.
It's a pleasure.
So we're excited. We're excited for this. We're excited for you. I know I've been following you on social media. I'm a fan of yours. My son also is a fan of yours. I know you guys are good friends.
Right.
So Dylan, tell me a little bit about Dylan before the entrepreneur. Tell me a little bit about your personal story and tell us.
Yeah, so I was born and raised here in Las Vegas on October 15, 1999.
Awesome.
And, you know, ever since I was young, actually, I always had that entrepreneurial mindset. When I was in third grade, I used to sell candy. And, you know, I'd come home every day with like $20.
Nice.
At least, you know, and my mom would be like, "Where'd you get that money from?" I never told her, but you know, she eventually figured out where it was from. I used to sell like paper rings, bracelets.
Did you make them yourself?
I used to make them out of paper.
Okay.
I used to make them out of paper. You know that, and you know, all of my classmates used to, you know, reach out to me and ask me for different designs on the bracelets, different designs on the rings, which was really cool. You know, and yeah, I went to private school. Cool. And I went to private school for 10 years, played basketball.
Awesome.
You know, I had a lot of hardships there, a lot of failures, but then a lot of great successes.
Right. So you're a great competitor then, right?
Yeah.
Obviously you have a sports background.
Always had that great mindset. Always had that mindset, like that hard-working mindset. You know, so I actually got cut from my basketball team in 5th grade. 6th grade, I made it. We made it to the semifinals. Lost that. 7th grade, we made it to the championship. I didn't play a single minute in the championship game.
Wow.
And we lost that game. But then 8th grade, we won the championship by 1 point. Right?
That's awesome.
And, you know, going into high school, I lost my grandfather. He was like my #1 fan. And I told him that I'm going to dedicate all my achievements to him. Every single one of my achievements, every single one of my successes is going to be dedicated to him and my family. Awesome. So I took that word, and that still holds today, you know, in this household. And then sophomore year, I actually started a one-on-one training for kids for basketball.
Nice.
You know, because as a young kid, as a young athlete, I would get scholarships, basketball scholarships. Right. So I started my own training, and for each kid, they would pay me $40. I had 5 kids, and their parents would pay me $40 per kid for 2 hours.
How old were you?
I was only 14 or like 15, 16.
Wow.
You know, 15, 16 years old. So
let me bring you back a little bit, because I know you said in 5th grade you got cut from the basketball team.
Yeah.
So at that point your decision was, okay, I'm done, right?
Yeah.
Or you can say, okay, I got to get better, right? And I'm going to come back and I'm going to make it, you know. And I kind of have a very similar story to yours, and I'll share it with you. You know, I moved to Las Vegas when I was 15 years old, right? Yeah. I mean, I didn't know a word of English, right? And I remember applying for the basketball team, like trying out, right? Okay. I went to Las Vegas High School, and up the street, right? And so my freshman year, I didn't make the team.
Yeah.
And it wasn't because maybe I wasn't the best, but it was probably the coach had told me in my sophomore year that it was, you know, because my English just wasn't that good. And so I couldn't understand. I wasn't going to be able to relate or understand what they were going to
Yeah.
do because they had no interpreters at that time, right? So my decision was the same. My decision was, okay, you know, next year, right, I have to come back, and number one, I have to get better as a player, but I have to learn the language, right? And so that's what I did for that summer. I went to training camps in, you know, Arizona. I went to California, the ones in Nevada, the ones in Utah.
Same exact story.
So by the sophomore year, you know, I was ready and I made the team. And I bring that up because I think sometimes, a lot of the times, people think, well, I didn't make it the first time, so I'm going to quit.
Yeah.
Right? But the fact that you have that mentality, I know that right there is going to help you tremendously with business.
Right. Something I didn't add was I was overweight. I was overweight, so that summer in 5th grade, as like, I forgot how old I was, like 10 or 11, something like that.
Right.
I lost 50 pounds. I lost 50 pounds, and
that's awesome.
I made it. I made it in 6th grade, you know, and then from freshman year all the way to on my senior year in high school, I played varsity all the way.
Nice.
Yeah, and then like when I said when my grandfather passed away, that year, my freshman year, I got like A's and B's, which was okay, you know. I received the MVP award for basketball, which was really cool, which is a really great achievement for me. I was known as one of the 2014 AAU best players or something like that.
Awesome.
You know, they gave me like a whole book, you know.
Nice.
And then junior year, the end of my junior year is when I started designer_etc., which is or also known as designer.
Right.
Right. That's my main business.
Okay.
And then
which we'll talk about here in just a second.
Yeah. There you go. And then from then on, senior year, I graduated, and when I graduated, I received 11 full-ride scholarships to different schools. My top 2 colleges were Missouri and UNLV.
Okay.
Missouri offered a full-ride basketball scholarship, while UNLV offered to pay me to go there.
Got it.
Which is really cool. I'm actually getting paid to go there right now.
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you.
Are you still playing basketball?
Yeah. I'm still playing basketball. I actually practice with UNLV right now.
Cool.
I still wanna. I always want to keep that. Basketball is always gonna be a part of me.
Right.
You know, it always takes some stress.
That's how we're gonna relate, man. It's my sports too. You know? So
it takes a lot out my mind. You know. So.
I just didn't grow any higher, and I can't jump any higher. So that's why. Awesome, man. Well, great. Awesome, man. Great personal story. So, tell me something. Before you went into becoming an entrepreneur, right, and business owner, did you have a job? Did you work somewhere else? I mean, in between the time you graduated high school and the time you went full into your business, did you work for somebody? Did you have a job? Tell us a little bit about that.
I had one job.
Okay.
I had one job as a medical scribe, because my initial mindset, my initial goals were medical field. Medical field. You know?
So that tells us you like helping people.
Yeah. Good. Yeah, I love. Good. I'm always for the people. You know.
Good.
So when I was in this job, I would only stay there for like about a month or two, and I didn't really like it. I didn't like it at all. You know. So they let go of me due to overstaff. You know, it just really wasn't right for me.
What was it that?
I would take notes for the doctors.
Okay.
I would take notes for doctors, and you know, it'd be a really good experience. Like I'm thankful for the experience. I'm thankful for all that. I'm thankful for all the people that taught me how to do all that.
Right.
You know, so I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at all that right now. You know, so, but I just didn't really like being told what to do.
Right.
Always. You know, because I had my own vision. I knew what I wanted to do. So that's when you know I had the business during that time as well. Okay. So I would wake up, go do my job, finish my studies, and come home and just continue to grind on my business. I would take photos. I take photos for my business. I edit all the photos and all that. You know. So
you always had the vision. It was never like, okay, I'm gonna set this aside. I'm gonna go into this job, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's important for people to know, especially people that are planning, right, on becoming entrepreneurs. That a lot of the times they have an idea, they have a vision, they have a goal.
Most definitely.
And because of whatever reason, maybe finances or something, they decide to take a job and they kind of set the rest aside.
Right.
And I think it's not as ideal to do it that way because they're always getting distracted from what they really wanted to do.
Persistence is key, man.
That's
Persistence
true.
is key.
That's true.
Have a vision and just stick to it.
So Dylan, you got let go, right, from your job.
Yeah.
So tell me about that decision time. Tell me about when you said, okay, that's it. I'm not working for someone else. I'm going full into my dream, my vision, right? Pursuing what your passion was. So let's hear about that now.
Okay, so when I got let go, honestly, I didn't really care.
Okay, it's good.
I told my parents initially, I was like, I'm gonna follow my path. I'm gonna follow my vision. Because I had, I always had that vision. I always had that mindset, and I wasn't gonna I told them, I was like, I'm not gonna follow the path that other people want me to go.
Right.
I'm not gonna follow the medical field path. I'm not, but that was always on my mind though too. So I was like, this is the route I'm gonna go. The entrepreneurship. Right. I'm gonna follow this path. I'm gonna see where this takes me. I'm just gonna keep grinding on it. Like I said, persistence is key.
Right.
I was consistent on it every day on social media, engaging with all my followers, engaging with all my supporters. That's like the number one key.
Right.
So
it's good.
A lot of
especially
people,
nowadays, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, a lot of people would talk. There's always something like that on your way up, but
I heard a long time ago that if you never want anyone, right, to talk about you, then don't do none, don't have none, don't say none.
Yeah.
Regardless of what you do, there's always gonna be people talking.
Always, man. But as a young kid, that kind of got to me. But as time went on, I'm like,
right.
this is easy.
Right.
It doesn't faze me anymore.
Right.
Like humbly I say that though.
Right.
Because I learned a lot from all that negativity. I grew from that negativity. So
that's awesome.
If none of that happened, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. It really humbled me.
Right.
So
that's awesome. So you made that decision. You said, right, don't matter, right, what nobody says. I mean, people are gonna talk. I mean, that's just that's a key point too to a lot of people out there listening and watching, right? Is the same thing. People care too much about what other people think about them.
Yes.
And because of that,
the youngins.
Yes.
Especially the youngins.
Right. And because of that, they make decisions on their lives based on someone else's opinion. So they end up living somebody else's life instead of living their life, instead of living, what they want to pursue,
Yeah,
and
so something I have to add to that, if that hate comment or if that comment in general from another person gets to you, then they win. Right? Then they win.
Yep.
So don't let it get to you.
Right.
If they see that you're affected, they're gonna be like, yes, I got him.
Right. And you know what's funny?
Right.
You know what's funny about that too is that they might not be saying anything right now.
Yeah.
But the reality is, Dylan, is that they're gonna be waiting
for you to fail.
For you to not make it, and then they'll come back and they'll say, I knew it.
So. Yeah.
I knew it. See, somebody's always right. Mm-hmm. Somebody's always right, right? It's either you or them.
Yeah.
And I say that because it's the same thing in my business, right? Is somebody's always right. Every time you make that decision to go for something that maybe you've never done, or maybe someone that has never done. Every time you make that decision to go out and do something different, there's going to be people talking.
Right.
Sometimes family, sometimes best friends, right?
Like you said, your own family can discourage you.
Right. And they're gonna be waiting for you to not make it, for them to come back and say, I knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna work, right? I told you, but your job is to keep the course, regardless, right? No matter how long it takes, is to keep the course. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So tell me, what was the hardest once you made that decision, right? This is it. Who cares what people think? Yeah. You go into your business full blown. Tell me, what are some of the maybe not, I don't want to call it setbacks, maybe some of the little challenges that you encountered, right? Besides obviously the people talking and things like that. Yeah. Once you made that decision and you're in there now, right? And what are some of the small challenges that you might have had, minor setbacks that you were like, whoa, I didn't expect that to happen, right? Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Okay. Something was spreading myself too thin.
Okay.
So I had so many different ideas.
I'm
like, okay, I'm gonna sell toys. I'm gonna sell candy. I'm gonna sell bracelets. I'm gonna sell clothes. I'm gonna sell shoes. I'm gonna, But that's okay to have that many ideas. As long as I wrote all them down. I'm like, okay, I want to do this. So, I kind of wanted to focus on like one specific thing and just like make that successful. That's what I'm doing right now.
Got it.
But one of the challenges was, like I said, spreading myself too thin. I tried selling. I tried putting effort into like the candy business. I tried putting a little bit of effort into the toy business and
candy,
then,
going back to your early days, right? How you
yeah,
used to sell candy
yeah.
when
I
you were
actually,
little.
I actually still do that like today.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So and then I put a little bit of effort into my main business. And I was
Got
like,
it.
nah, like this is not right for me. If I'm gonna focus on something, then it has to be my main business, you know, and then just let the other streams of income fund the main business,
right?
You know, so
right.
I got to figure it out. So
Got
that's
so the truth, minor setback from what I'm hearing you say, it wasn't really nothing. It was really you.
Yeah.
And so the good thing about this is that you were aware of it, and you were able to realize it, right? And then you were able to fix it and focus 100% on what you needed to do. That's key right there. That's amazing, and I hope that you guys are watching. Do pay attention to that, because I think so many times too, people, they're all over the place, you know. I mean, you can look at a laser light, right, and it's focused, right, or you can look at a fluorescent light like this light we have right here, and it just kind of gives light all over the place.
Exactly.
That's where you work.
Exactly.
And you just need to get laser focused. So
multitasking wastes a lot of time. It wastes a lot of time.
I agree.
It could be a skill, but it also wastes a lot of time depending on where you utilize it.
Right.
You know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. So tell us now what your business is. Maybe tell us now what you do, what your main business is. It's an awesome. I hope you guys do pay attention. This guy's doing phenomenal, especially in the community, right? Yeah. So tell us your business.
Okay. So what I do is I sell new and used trendy clothing on social media, on a website I just launched, and at a shop that I recently opened.
Nice.
And a percentage of what I make goes back to reinvest for more clothing, and essentially it's for the homeless.
Nice.
Yeah. So I partner with different organizations to help me set up my own events, because if you go downtown and you're caught giving clothes, if you're caught giving food, then you'll be fined like $250, which is kind of crazy to me. You know, if you want to help someone, then you get fined for it. You know, and so as long as if you're not partnered with one of these organizations downtown, then you're gonna get fined. If the cops
fines you?
The cops.
Okay.
Like, if they find you down there, then they're gonna give you that ticket. They're gonna give you that ticket.
Okay.
So
how is your business? How are you going around not being able to get fined? Is it because through your business you donated?
No, it's because I partner with different organizations. I partner with them.
Got it.
So like I'm not in that street. I'm in that little that corner where they're at.
The organization, just to clarify my thinking, the organization basically distributes this clothing to them?
I bring it to them. I contact the owner, and we set up my own event.
Okay.
And we were like, okay, I'm gonna do it this day at this time. Like, okay, cool. So I bring all the clothes. I bring everything that I need. I bring some people down with me. One thing I'm doing is I'm going downtown. I'm going to different schools in Las Vegas. Okay. And I'm bringing young leaders with me at the key clubs. I'm talking to key clubs. I'm talking to National Honor Societies. I'm talking to the ambassadors of the schools and bringing them down with me downtown, you know, so they could help me distribute the clothes and really get the experience. Right. You know, when I started this business, it all started with a vision and $40.
$40. $40.
Yeah. So one day I picked up my sister from school, and you know, we saw a few homeless men on the street, on the sidewalk. I had a few bags of clothing in the back of my SUV, and she had the perspective that I believe a lot of people in our society have today, which was kind of like turning the shoulder, you know, avoiding the homeless instead of going down and really just giving some of your time, giving some of your effort or something to them, right? So I didn't really like that kind of perspective because, you know, I see everyone equal, right? I don't see anybody more superior nor inferior than me, right? We're all equal in God's eyes. And so we went down and we gave the bags of clothing to those homeless men, and they were so happy, right? They were so happy. That made us so fulfilled, right? So I was happy that I was able to give back to the homeless, give back to my community. She was happy that she was able to distribute to that as
Great
well.
example you're setting for her as well too, right?
Right.
I mean,
so when I started this business as well, my main vision was to inspire those around me, but mainly the youth.
right.
And going recently, there's this kid, right? I'll talk about him. He's from Kentucky.
Okay.
He called me on Instagram, right?
He's in Kentucky.
Yeah, he's in Kentucky,
Okay.
right? I never heard about this kid. Honestly, I never heard about him. He pressed the call button, the FaceTime button on Instagram.
Right.
He didn't think I'd answer, so I answered, and he was like, "Oh my god!" Like
You were engaged with
yeah,
him.
yeah.
That's
I was
awesome.
like, I was like, "What's up, man? How you doing?" He's like, I was like, "Thank you so much for your support." He's like, he was shocked, right? He was like, he called his brother. He's like, "Look who's on the phone with me right now." He's like, "This is the guy who helps the homeless in Las Vegas." And he was like, "Can we take a photo? Can we take a photo?" I'm like, "Yeah, man, of course we can take a photo." So in one of my recent posts, you're gonna see that. You're gonna see that
Okay.
photo on Dylan Sanglay on Instagram.
Nice.
Yeah. So we took that photo. I was like, "Let me know if you need anything, man. Let me know if you need anything. I'm here to help you in any type of way." And then he made this comment. He was like, "Do you know what V-Bucks are?" I'm like, "No, what's that?" He said, "You know what Fortnite is?" And then so, but he was just
How old
joking.
is the kid?
He was just joking. He's only 11. He's
11.
11 years old. Yeah.
11. So
11, yeah.
your vision of impacting the younger generation, it's paying off already.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah.
obviously
Thank
from
God.
family to,
Yeah. You know.
that's amazing,
So
man.
I'm not anywhere close to where I want to be in the future. But another example would be my sister's classmate.
Right.
You know, one day my sister texted me. She was like, one of my friends came up to me and he said he's like one of your biggest fans. And to me, you know, it doesn't get to my head, you know, because I came from like nothing. You know,
Right.
I came from down here, so you know, like I always stay humble. I always tell myself stay
Awesome.
humble. My parents taught me that way, which is amazing. So another thing, what I did for her classmate was I gave him some bracelets. I gave him some stickers for my business. And yesterday when I picked her from school, I made him one of these.
Okay.
Made him one of these, and I'm gonna post that video soon.
Cool.
You know, and his face was so ecstatic, man. He was so happy. He took a photo. You know, so.
Awesome.
Like I said, like really inspiring the youth.
Very
because our youth is our future leaders. Right. So I just want to be a role model to them and inspire them in any
That's
type
awesome.
of way. You know,
That's
be there
awesome.
for them. Yeah.
That's awesome. My next question to you is, and I think you kind of touched up on it. What's the best part you like about your business? I mean, I know you talked about the fulfillment, right, of being able to give back to the community, to the youth. But what's the best thing that if you can say, man, I'm doing this because of this?
Right.
Right. What is that? What's the best thing?
Honestly, meeting the different types of people. You're gonna meet so many great people, right? Like when I was a junior, I started this when I was a junior. I was 17 years old, man, and
Awesome.
you know, when I was selling to different customers, I never knew these people existed at my school. Right. So as time went on, everyone started to, "Hey, what's up, man? Like, I saw that shirt. Let me get it."
Right.
And you know, it's really cool. Like coming on from today, recently, you know, there's different people come to my shop. You know, different people, like, you know, from all different ages, all different nationalities, and all that, which is cool. You know, and another thing too is there's a homeless closet in my shop, so the homeless get to go in there each and every week and choose an outfit or two. You know, sometimes I give more clothing than I actually sell. Right, and that's okay with me. Right. So yeah, we got a lot of those people coming in and out of the shop as well. So you know, it's really cool, and I engage with them as well.
Awesome.
Like I said before, I see everyone equally. Right. So you know, if they're having a bad day, or if they're, you know, nothing's really going on, I'll sit down and talk to them.
Nice.
You know, because there's really nothing that really bothers me. You know, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna go sit down and talk. You know, how's your day? You know, really engaging with your customers. Really engaging with all the people that support you.
And you get to learn from them too.
Exactly. So
that's awesome. Which is part of the reason why we're doing these interviews, you guys, and for you guys to see, you know, the local entrepreneurs is the reason why I'm doing it, because I want to get to meet more people. You know, if you guys have read books in the past. I know we were talking about reading books earlier, right? But if you read books in the past, a lot of the times you read books and you hear stories about people that you just don't know, right? You know they're there, you know they've written books, you know they're great mentors, great coaches, right? And the information you get from them, it's knowledge that you can apply and they can help you in life. But a lot of the times getting to interview somebody like you, right, and getting to know somebody like you, man, I kind of get to see a lot of the stuff that you kind of went through, I went through, right? So there's a lot of common ground in there, and then you get to learn from them, and then you get to grow from there too, right? You expand your awareness because now you know many different people. So that's awesome.
Yes, from the start, like from the start to where I am now. You know, I talk to so many different people every day, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on, you know, social media in general, or in person, you know. Well, one story with that would be, well, one time my mom took us to a party because my mom's a dermatologist. Okay. So she took us to her coworker's house, and he was a doctor, right? So my goal of the party was to meet everyone at the party. Everyone, no matter if it was one of the servers, no matter if it was like one of the grandparents, it doesn't matter. No matter if it was one of the kids, it didn't really matter, right? So by the end of that night, I knew everybody, right? And actually,
did you get a chance to do it?
Yeah, okay, great. I did it, and it was.
What'd your mom say?
My mom was just like, you know, he talking to all our friends, like, man, you know that's just Dylan. Like, he's like, where's Dylan at? Like, oh, he's just right there talking to another person.
That's
you know?
Awesome.
Actually, one of the people I talked to was a CEO of one of the clinics. Okay. And we actually had lunch yesterday.
Nice.
So he's actually going to give me an internship.
There you go.
At one of the clinics, you know, to see how the whole business is ran. Nice. You know, so you know, you never know who you're going to meet. Yeah. You know, like they say, your net worth is your net worth. Right. You know, so it's not really. It's really who you know. Right. It's really who you know in this world. You know?
That in you. Yeah. You know, I think you can know a lot of people, but if you're not, you know, a person of your word, if you're not
your personality
there, right, your personality.
They gotta feel your vibe.
Right. Right.
Feel your vibe.
Right. Yeah. I've often say, and I say it to all of our people, that everyone can smell a phony a mile away. Yeah. You know, and I think when you have confidence, right, when you're competent, right. Yeah. And you take action, man, every great things happen. Most definitely. You know, so I see, that's what I see in you. And you're how old are you again?
I'm only 19. I just turned 19.
He just turned 19 years old, you guys. I mean, how amazing is that, right? And tomorrow you were telling me earlier that you have a meeting with the mayor, right, of Las Vegas.
The mayor.
You guys. Yeah. The mayor of Las Vegas. He's interviewing the mayor of Las Vegas tomorrow. So great, man.
And then on Monday, be a part of the MLK parade.
MLK parade on Monday. Amazing. That's awesome. Yes, what does it mean to you to be in business in Las Vegas? I know you say you were born right here in Las Vegas. What's that meaning to you to be in business in our community? And I'm talking Las Vegas, of course, like Southern Nevada. I mean, I know you have people reach out in Henderson and North Las Vegas, right? And so, well, what does that mean to you?
You know, it means a lot to me, man. It means so much to me. Like, I'm getting a lot of recognition from different sources, different people, different news stations, different radio stations, which is really cool. You know, one thing was when I was setting up cookies. I was setting up cookies to go door to door in my community to tell everyone about my business. Right. When I graduated from high school, I was invited to a national business competition. So I told them all about the national business competition, about what my business is about, and all that, right? When I was setting up these cookies at like 5 or 6 a.m., I got a DM on Twitter from a girl from a lady from Channel 8. She said, "We love what you're doing. We'd love to go to your house and interview you," right? So from then on, they came to my house, right? I went to the studio. Okay. We did an interview there. We did an interview here. Went to the studio, and they gave me the Act of Kindness Award, which is $800. Nice. And then we did an interview at the shop. Awesome. Right, and then as time went on, right, I'm going to UNLV right now. Channel 13 messaged my mom, right? She said, "We'd love to go to your house as well and do an interview." So we did an interview up in my office upstairs. Okay. And then first week of college, the reporter, one of the reporters for UNLV, recognized me. So I was on the UNLV newspaper.
Nice.
The first week of school, and then on the 1-year anniversary of designer, some lady from Las Vegas Review Journal reached out to me, right? And I was like, wow, this is crazy. This is awesome. You know, I sat down, did a little prayer, and then continue to grind, right?
Nice.
And now I have my own shop because through the newspaper, some landlord is donating me space.
Nice.
for like 2 months.
Nice.
So I've been utilizing that as my
awesome.
shop.
Very awesome.
And
So all
with
these
that-
blessings that are coming back to you, man. That's amazing.
Yes, most definitely.
That's amazing.
You know, and with the shop, everybody eats, man.
Right.
I'm doing so many different things because it's not all about me.
Right.
I want to take all my blessings and
Right.
spread that
Right.
around the whole community. Right. So what I'm doing with the shop is I'm gonna have, because I have a lot of friends that are artists. I have a lot of friends that are rappers. You know, so many talented people, man. I always surround myself with talent. I always surround myself with people that are better than me, right? And you know, so what I'm doing is we're having like different events. Like we had like a concert last first Friday, and it was amazing. Well, I'll show you some footage later,
Cool.
which is really cool. We're gonna have like I said, live art events, live music events. You know, some clothing events. You know, there's this thing called Sneaker Con.
Yes.
I kind of want to have like a clothing con or like designer events or something like that. You know,
Right.
that'd be cool.
Right.
You know,
That's
so
awesome, man.
like I said, everybody eats.
Right.
Everybody eats, man.
Right.
So, like I said, when we did the concert,
Mm-hmm.
I paid for them to rent out the items. I paid for the mic. I paid for the
Right.
mixer. You know, because it's all an investment.
Right.
You know, those are my brothers. You
So
know?
you're giving back to them and helping them out as well,
Most
too.
definitely,
People
man.
here in Vegas.
Most
So that's
definitely.
awesome, man. Good.
So yeah, man, it's
love it.
no selfishness, no
Got
selfishness.
it.
Yeah.
And that's gonna take you straight to being bigger and better.
Right.
So
Right.
in wrapping up, you know, here we have you know, this video, right? This interview, which has been
Right,
phenomenal so far.
Right.
In wrapping up, open message, right? Just
Okay.
kind of share your thoughts, share your ideas. I mean, what's you know, again, the purpose of this interview is just to inspire people,
Yeah.
right? To uplift people,
Most definitely.
and to give them, you know, maybe just a little bit of that light of hope, right? I mean, you know, not everyone out there is maybe so confident right
Yeah.
now, right? To go
Yeah.
out there and become
Yeah.
an entrepreneur and to follow their vision, to follow their dreams, right? And so what's that message? What's the final message that you can
Okay.
give that person,
Right.
right? That's watching this video, that's sitting there right now behind that camera, in
Right.
front of that monitor, in front of that cell phone, saying, "Man, if I could be like Dylan, if I could do this, right?"
Right.
So, what's open message you can give to the camera?
Okay,
to them?
so my message to you guys would be to take action, right? Take action because, you know, a lot of young entrepreneurs, they look for so much advice.
Right.
They look for perfection.
Right.
They look for this and that, and like a lot of this do this. They
Right.
do a lot of this, but they don't do a lot of
Right.
action, right?
Right.
So take action because, you know, the secret of getting ahead is getting started.
Right.
Right. So, like I mentor a lot of young individuals, right? And they come up to me and they're like, "Man, how do you start your business? How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you build your audience?" Man, I just started.
Right.
You know, I didn't go out and like look for so much perfection because
Right.
you know that's just procrastination.
Right.
That's all procrastination. All that. Oh, like how do you do this? Like that's all okay. That's good. But if you're doing that every single day, you know, that's all procrastination.
Right. You're putting things off.
Right. You know, so you just gotta be confident. Engage yourself with all your followers, all your supporters, because without them, you wouldn't be where you are at. You know what I mean? Like without all the love and all the support that everyone has given me,
Right.
I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
Right.
You know, so I always make sure I thank them when I send out orders to like different countries.
Right.
You know, I'm saying like countries like Denmark,
Wow.
you know, the Philippines. You know, I send
Right.
out orders over there now.
Right.
New York, I got people in New York promoting my brand. People in Pennsylvania, Virginia. You know, every time I send something out to them, I handwrite every single letter. I handwrite it. It's nothing, no stamp. It's not something pre-printed out.
Right.
I make sure
Personal
I handwrite
touch.
it. Right. So I always make sure I thank them, and I make sure I show my love to them.
Right.
You know, when people like, for example, when people comment on my posts, a lot of people would ignore that. Right, because they think they're cool. Right, because Kylie Jenner or Kendall Jenner is not replying to other people's posts. Right. But to me, I make sure I go hand in hand. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. You know, because like I said, without them, they wouldn't be. You wouldn't be where you're at right now. Right. You know, you wouldn't have that same love. You wouldn't have that same support. Right. So always make sure you engage yourself with your followers, and always make sure you engage yourself with the people who support you. Right. So
awesome, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. You're a true inspiration. I know that you're gonna inspire some people that's watching this video. Awesome, you guys. But there you have it. What an amazing interview. We just finished up right here with Dylan. And what an amazing story. Hey, we're going to list all his social media handle, you guys. Don't forget to follow him. Just, watch what he does, you guys. It's just amazing. Absolutely, right? And he'll be able to, if you want to donate clothing, right? All the stuff that we can help you with, we'll do that.
Come down.
We'll do that, right? So we'll list all this stuff, all these social media handles, so you guys can follow him. And also, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this video with other people. I mean, we're going to do phenomenal things with this Las Vegas Entrepreneur Show, you guys. Follow us, share it with people, subscribe, right? It's going to be amazing. Hey, we'll see you in the next interview. Have a great day.
There you go.
See ya. Well, there you have it, you guys. I mean, so many great points that we can take from this interview. If you're still taking notes, just want to recap with you, about this interview that we just watched. Dylan is an amazing individual, you guys. If you look at his track record, right, from the time he was a kid, selling the candy, right, that always wanted to be an entrepreneur, that, then maybe, going into that job in the medical field, hated it, right? I mean, by a blessing in disguise, he was let go, right, because of overstaff, and, decided to go for it. I mean, there's so many key points, and I want you guys to understand that, on your journey, right, to becoming an entrepreneur, you're going to have to make those decisions, and the truth is, it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you're 18. It doesn't matter if you're 29. It doesn't matter if you're 49. If you have that vision, right, if you have that dream, if you have that drive inside of you, just go for it. Just go for it. And so, again, so many great key points that we can take. I mean, we know that his future is going to be unbelievable. And just like your future is going to be unbelievable, you just got to stay the course, stay focused, keep on it, keep grinding. And we're going to bring you more interviews like this. We're going to bring you great interviews that are going to be bringing you some value, their stories, what they did, what they had to do, right? The choices they had to make and the things they had to face, right? And so we're excited. We hope you got a lot out of it. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to leave a comment, right, on the bottom. If you guys have any questions, you can always send us an email. If you want to learn how to become an entrepreneur, if you want to learn how to, maybe start your journey, right, and do something different than what you're doing right now, hey, send us an email, right? Send me a direct message, and then, we'll guide you. We'll help you, with starting that journey of you being able to do something different than what you're doing right now and becoming an entrepreneur. So, hey, until next time, see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.